So we all know about Tyson Fury pulling out of the Alexander Usyk fight, and we all know that that fight is not happening and did not happen last Saturday as it should have, leaving the sport of boxing in disarray when it comes to us literally having virtually no boxing for the entire week of Saturday of the 17th, aside from Friday night with Usyk Foster. And this video I'll be discussing and questioning if Tyson Fury is the biggest clown in the sport of boxing. Now, before anything, I want to obviously address that Tyson Fury has done some remarkable things in the sport. I'm not going to brush over that. He's done some tremendous feats. He ended Vladimir Klitschko's reign. He ended Deontay Wilder's reign. He's held all 4 titles in the sport of boxing, just in different times, with him holding 3 of the belts after beating Vladimir Klitschko and him holding the singular WBC title after defeating Deontay Wilder. I'm not going to pretend Tyson Fury hasn't given us some tremendous fights, some tremendous memories, and has done some great things, and has the capability of doing some more great things later down the line. However, due to this fact, due to what Tyson Fury has been able to prove he's capable of doing, and the level of fighter Tyson Fury has proven himself to be throughout his career, I think it makes it far more disappointing that we still have to deal with his antics this late throughout his career. Now, a lot of people are fully convinced that Tyson Fury's injury is true, and he had to pull out of the Alexander Usyk fight due to a cut in sparring while having headgear on, and a cut in the exact same eye, in the exact identical looking cut as the one he received against Otto Wallin. We can ignore the fact that the cut looks exactly the same as it did against Wallin, and it's on the same eye, and the footage is very shaky, and who knows when that footage actually happened anyways. We can ignore all of those factors and just acknowledge the fact that Tyson Fury has pulled out of so many fights in his career, has done so much shenanigans throughout his career, that if this is true, and if him pulling out against Alexander Usyk was genuine and not a massive coincidence, out of all the times that Tyson Fury gets cut in sparring, it's magically before the Alexander Usyk fight, 2 weeks before the fight or so. If we fully believe that Tyson Fury genuinely got cut against Usyk and had to pull out of this fight, then I believe that this is the perfect example of the boy who cried wolf in the sport of boxing. Tyson Fury has done so much chicanery, as I'd like to say, in the sport. He's done so much shenanigans and so much shady stuff in the sport that, assuming that this is actually true, it's the boy who cried wolf. He's done it so many times that at this point I don't believe him. It's at a point where he has ruined his reputation so much in the past that the one time it's actually true, no one really believes him, or many people don't believe him. I made a poll on my Twitter. It received, I believe, around 700 votes, give or take, where I said, do you believe that Tyson Fury's injury is genuine? And 51% of people said that they don't believe it's genuine and that he's faking the injury, while 49% of people did believe that the injury was genuine. Now, if it was any other fighter, it would be at minimum 70-75% of people believing that it's true. But because of what Tyson Fury has done throughout the sport, let's not forget he did pull out of the Deontay Wilder fight at one point, postponing that fight. He retired and completely avoided the Vladimir Klitschko rematch. Tyson Fury has definitely not been innocent when pulling the type of stuff that fans don't like seeing him do. Obviously, fighting Francis Ngannou when no one wanted to see him do that. Everyone wanted to see him fight Usyk. He chose to fight Francis Ngannou instead. When he fought Derek Chisora a third time when no one wanted to see that fight, Tyson Fury has clearly ruined his reputation so much in the sport, as well as him announcing multiple fake retirements in the sport. Him retiring genuinely for a couple years, then him announcing a few more fake retirements throughout his career, him announcing some early retirements earlier in his career before he even defeated Klitschko. Tyson Fury and his mind games, his mental warfare, and his shenanigans, and then him lying and saying he trains like 2 weeks for a fight or he only trains 4 weeks for a fight, we know that's not true. We know it's another lie pushed by Fury. Tyson Fury does a lot of stuff, and there's a big reason why so many people fell for Glovegate, and so many people fell for a lot of the accusations that were made against Tyson Fury, and that's because Tyson Fury has not proven to have the most morally genuine character in the sport of boxing. He has proven throughout his career to not be the most honest fighter or the most honest person, to not be the most morally righteous person in the sport of boxing, drug tests and drugs in general outside of the ring. Tyson Fury has definitely tarnished his character heavily, and him doing this against Usyk is not helping at all, and it's honestly could easily very well be the straw that breaks the camel's back for a lot of fans, including myself, because I give Fury a pass a lot of the times, but this particular time I'm not giving him any pass. I do personally fully believe that he faked this cut. I'm not saying he didn't get cut, but I don't think... I would like to see Tyson Fury record a video of himself with the cut and saying, this is my cut, I'm pulling out of the Alexander Usyk fight that was made for February 17th. But no, they show an old picture. We have no clue when that picture was taken. They show some very blurry SD, semi-definition sparring footage with headgear on. There's just too much, in my opinion. I really don't think this cut was genuine. I'm not going to push that narrative too hard, even though it's my personal belief, but I am going to push a narrative that Tyson Fury has done a lot of terrible stuff for the sport of boxing. He's done some great stuff, but he's done some things where it makes it very hard. A lot of people believe that he ruined the heavyweight division after defeating Deontay Wilder, and I could genuinely see where people are coming from. After beating Deontay Wilder, he fought Chisora, he fought Ngannou, he fought Wilder again. He fought Dillian White. That was actually the one fight that was actually decent on paper. And the reason I'm so hard on Tyson Fury in particular is due to the fact that I know that Tyson Fury can be great. He has been great in his career. He's a tremendous talent in the sport of boxing. He has given us some tremendous moments, and he's a high-level fighter who's very marketable and has potential to even be the face of the sport. So when he does stuff like this, it really comes as a disappointment. If a lower-level fighter was pulling this, it wouldn't really mean too much. But because Tyson Fury is ranked so highly, in my opinion, it really makes it look like a bad look. So Tyson Fury, is he the biggest clown in boxing? It's something really worth considering. You know, a lot of guys get hated on and accused of being the biggest clowns in the sport. Canelo Alvarez is a guy that people accused of being one of the biggest clowns in the sport. I personally don't think so, because Canelo has faced some very high-level opposition. He consistently fights top-level opposition. He rarely pulls out of fights. The only gripe I have of Canelo currently is that he's not giving Benavidez a fight. Aside from that, Canelo Alvarez really hasn't caused too many issues, in my opinion, for the sport of boxing. I also think the whole Triple G saga and him clearly waiting out Triple G is another issue of Canelo in his career. However, that was a long time ago. And honestly, it's just Benavidez is my only gripe with him right now. But overall, Canelo has done more good than bad for the most part. I would say also Tank is another guy. I don't know why my mic always falls in the video. Tank is another guy that gets a lot of hate. And the reason I'm not as hard on Tank is he hasn't really made too many big fights and then pulled out of them. He's still young. He still has time. He's not really holding up any weight classes. Tyson Fury is the last key to the undisputed throne at the heavyweight division with him holding the WBC. He is holding the division up. He's stalling the weight class out. Is he the biggest clown in the sport of boxing? I really think he's one of them. He's probably the biggest clown out of all the elite fighters in the sport, and it's a shame because I was a big fan of Tyson Fury after he defeated Deontay Wilder. I was really rooting for him throughout his career, and he just keeps disappointing me. He keeps letting me down. I honestly think for the real Tyson Fury fans, the genuine hardcore fans of Tyson Fury, it's becoming harder and harder for them to support this guy because he just keeps pulling things out of his hat. He keeps disappointing the sport of boxing, canceling fights, talking trash on Twitter, and calling out UFC fighters and calling out non-boxers. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, Tyson Fury, do better for the sport, please. We would like to see that. Tell me down in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Do you think the Usyk fight's even going to happen? I think it's going to happen at some point. I just think we're going to have to wait longer than we need to. Have a good one, guys. God bless. I'll see you guys later. Peace.